Hi everybody, welcome to Doll Faces. Thank you so much for hopping on with me. All right, today I'm going to show you how I use Farmasi's liquid lipsticks as eyeshadow. And I use them all the time, and the reason that I like them is because they're super long wearing, they are very, very blendable, and they last all day. Like I can put it on in the morning, and at nighttime my eye makeup is going to look perfectly flawless all day long. It's amazing. So I really do love them. And today I'm going to be working with the number 8 and the number 12. I swatched them here. This right here is the number 8, the top one. This is the number 12 right here. You can see this one's a little bit warmer. This one's a little more vibrant. I don't really have a plan. I just like these colors, and I really like myself in like orange and rusts and purples and golds. They just kind of bring out my eyes. And I'm also going to work a little bit with our Vice Brown palette. This one's Sunkiss. This is the Sunset Kiss palette and the Vice Brown palette. So I have both of them. I'm going to be using both. This is the Vice Brown. This is the Sunset Kiss. And because they have these neutral colors, I think it'll work really nicely, because what I'm going to try to do today is keep everything really simple looking. Very soft, very simple. And normally I would start with a transition color up in here and then I would build, but because I'm working with the liquid, we're going to actually start with the liquids first and build up on the eye here on the lid, on the mobile part of the lid, and then I'll build around the crease. And I'm going to start with the darker shade, which is the number 8, which is the top one there. Okay, so the number 8 is the one I'm going to start with. And what I do is I'll just take it and I'll put a little bit on my hand. Just scoop it out, because you know you don't want to be dipping your thing and putting it on your eye. Just put a little bit on your hand. I'm going to use this fluffy brush. I'm going to dab it in there, and you need to work fairly quickly because these dry down, okay? And I'm going to pat it on my lid like so. Just pat it with that brush. Don't put too much at a time, okay? And then I'm going to just start to kind of work it out. And I don't want to go too high, okay? So I kind of want to open my eye and check where I'm at. And then I'm going to take it out to the corner and be really gentle and kind of start to blend in a circular motion like so. And I don't want to carry it too much higher than that. Because when these dry down, that's it, they're on, okay? So you want to work fairly quickly. And you can see it's just super gorgeous. It's super, super pretty on the eye. Now from here, that looks like I started with the bright one, and I didn't. I definitely started with the number 8, but it looks really bright. And once we start to build up the eye and everything and add our transition colors and all that, it's going to be so pretty, you guys. And I think you're really going to love the end result. Now, I really do like to take them under here as well. Let me find the right brush. This little brush right here. See how it's small and round? I'm going to dip it in there as well. And I'm going to actually take it from the corner and I'm going to go under the eye. Okay, just like so. Be careful, don't get it in your eye, okay? These are made for the lips, so just be careful. I've never had any issues with them. Before you do it, maybe you want to test it out a little bit, put a little bit at the corner, make sure you don't have some kind of reaction or anything like that. I love them, I think they're amazing and work really great, and I've never had any issues. So, all right, we're gonna do the other eye. We're gonna tap it on there. It's so beautiful. And like I said, you kind of gotta work quick because it's already drying down on my hand. And get it on there. Might have to add a little bit more so that these eyes are appearing even in color. Okay, look at that, so pretty. Let's get a little bit more on this brush. Take it underneath and blend it out. Just like so. Wow, so pretty. So pretty. And you know what I love to do with these as well? I love to layer the glitter liners on the top of them. It looks spectacular. So I'm not really sure if I want to do the brighter orange just like in the middle. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'm going to use the bright one, okay, which is the number 12, okay? And I'm just going to play with it in the middle here. I'm not so sure it's going to look much different on the eye, and we'll jazz it up. If it's not going to be different, we'll just play around. I'm going to take a flat cream shadow brush. Because I want specific placement with this, I'm just going to tap it there. And it is the slightest bit of a different color. I don't even think it's showing up on camera that it's a little bit different, but it absolutely, in my lighting, I can definitely see the brighter color. And maybe what we can do is brightening up with another, oh yeah, in this light, oh yeah, you guys, I don't think you can see it on the camera, but there's definitely like a transition between the middle color and the outer color. Let me see if I get closer if you can tell. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I can hear. So I think by the time I'm done, you're gonna really be like, wow. All right, so just kind of bringing it up toward the crease right there. And now that I've played around with the liquid lipsticks, I'm gonna leave them just for a minute, kind of let it set, grab my other palette here. And I think what I'm gonna do, I might have to use a different one, a different palette, but let's try to go in with this color. It's a little bit deeper than, it's like more brown toned than these, and then we'll add some of that and see how it's gonna work out. Like I said, I have no plan whatsoever, so I'm not sure how this is gonna work out at all, but we're just gonna go with it. Now, I'm gonna use a fluffier brush. Because I wanna play up in here and kind of blend a lot, I'm gonna put very little bit on this brush. The middle color, I'm gonna use the middle color. I'm gonna tap it off. I'm gonna start at the outer corner and I'm gonna go just slightly, okay, over the crease, the top of the crease with that darker color. And I'm gonna go into like a circular motion, and I am putting a little bit of pressure on the brush because I want it to blend a little more. Putting a little bit of pressure, okay? And it's kind of, if you look close, you can see it's diffusing the crease, and it's sort of giving it a like, what is the word, a gradient, where it's kind of going softer as it goes up, right? I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. And it's super easy. I mean, they apply so easily. Like, you could have a beautiful shadow look in seconds with these. Same thing, I'm putting a little pressure so that it can blend nicely. Just blending. And because I have such horrible watery eyes, you guys, horrible watery eyes. Like, this is not moving. This is not moving. If I try to go in with a regular eyeshadow, it's gonna move all over the place, and I'm gonna get really frustrated because I always get skipped when my eyes water. And as you can see with this, it's like super staying. It's like a super staying power. You know, it's not moving. It's not budging. I'm sort of going into that corner and blending that corner out with it and bringing it up into the rest of the eyelid, just back and forth, circle motions, blending it out, okay? Just like so. And can you see how it's gradually fading up here, just giving it a really nice, finished, blended kind of look. And I think I'm gonna take that same brush that we went under here with, and I'm gonna add just a little bit of the darker brown. And now again, this is the, wow, I love this palette, the Vice Brown. And I'm gonna add just a little bit of darkness underneath as well. I just don't want it too orange. Little bit of brown back and forth underneath the eye. And it's just kind of giving it just the right amount of deepness right there. Just a little bit of color on the corner there. And then we'll do the same thing and add a little bit of color and smoke out the edges right here. Just like that. Wow, I'm digging the, oh, I'm loving these colors together. So now let's take another brush, and this one here is a little bit rounder. It's a little bit rounder. It's soft, and it's gonna help to blend out the corner and smoke out the corner. Let's stick with the brown and go in with the fluffier brush, okay? Tap it off, and then just kind of like gently carry it a little tiny bit onto the lid and into the crease right there. Just a little bit, just to darken up that little bit of a corner. Just be really gentle and blend, okay? Oh my God, you guys, this is amazingly beautiful together. I cannot explain how gorgeous in the light it looks. So let me just keep working here. I'm gonna keep working and blending until I get it exactly how I want it, and then we're gonna move on. And I think what I'm gonna do, wow, I really love that. I think what I'm gonna do is maybe add a little bit of shimmer in here. I'm gonna play with this corner over here. I'm gonna pack it in the corner right there and just kind of blend. And I'm also gonna carry it underneath the eye. Because this is fluffier, it's gonna give it like a more diffused look, more shadowy look, more blended out, and not a really harsh line. I want it really soft looking. That's the word I was looking for, soft. Bring it into the lid a little bit. I cannot tell you how much I love these liquid lipsticks. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna play around and blend just a little bit more. So I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna take this blending brush that had the color on it. I'm not gonna add any more color or any more product to it. And I'm just gonna blend everything. I'm gonna just start blending around and cleaning this up a little bit to get it how I want it to look, like really soft and really, 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 like I spent hours blending. Okay, so I'm pretty happy now with the way that it's blended out. It looks really soft. We're gonna clean up all this area here, but I feel like I want a little bit of something. I don't know, I kind of like it muted, so I wasn't gonna do any glitter or anything. I think it looks really just like pretty, but now I went to use my glitter liner. My little nephew broke off the lid in the inside, and I'm so sad because this is one of my favorite ones. I'm gonna have to order a new one. But I was able to stick a Q-tip in and get a little bit of it. I don't know if it's gonna be, if I'm gonna be able to work with it like this. It feels kind of, well, let's just try. Let's just try and just pat it on there. Using a flat, like concealing brush, I'm just going over just the tiniest bit of the lid in the center area just to kind of bring it out a little bit. I don't know if it's gonna be able to blend good with the way it is. It's really thick right now. Okay, let's just do it really gentle and see how I like it. I'm just being really easy with it. So it just brightens up the center a little bit. I might have to add a little bit more. I think actually, if I put a little bit of setting spray in there, it would probably loosen up the glitter a little bit and make it a little easier to work with. And the reason it's normally super easy to work with, but I think the reason is because that lid got broke off in there and I'm having a hard time because it's a little bit thick. So I'm just gonna spray it with some of our setting spray. And I'm gonna continue on with the same brush. Yeah, that loosened it up a bit. Let's just try to work with it a little bit more. It might have made it too bright now, but that's okay. Let's just go. Let's go with it. And I'm gonna tap my finger on there too. Just tap it out a little. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's do the same one over here. Get it close to your lash line. Tap it in that part of the lid so it's kind of even. I'm just gonna use my ring finger and sort of tap it out. Wow. Oh yeah, I like that. I like it. Just tapped it in using my ring finger. Sorry, I had to pause because my dogs were at the front door barking at nothing, per usual. So see how I've just tapped it out using the glitter? Just put a little bit, tap my finger on it to kind of give it a softer look. And I'm really, really happy with it. So I really like this, but now I'm gonna clean up my eyes. I'm just gonna take out a makeup wipe and clean up underneath. So I'm gonna wrap that makeup wipe around my finger and I'm just gonna go as close to the eye and as gently as I can and clean up that area of the eye. I'm being really soft and I'm pulling it out and upward to kind of give it a clean angle that way. Now I'm going to do the same thing over here. Really soft and gentle. Up and out. Okay, so that looks really gorgeous and I think it's gonna look really, really pretty with like a nude lip with a little bit of the orange in the middle. I'm gonna play around with the colors and just see kind of what I wanna do. I'm gonna add some lashes and maybe highlight that brow bone a little tiny bit with maybe a matte. I'm not sure if I wanna do shimmer or matte. See, this is where I wish I was live and I could get your input because I have the shimmer here. I don't want to go too crazy, but honestly, I think it would balance it out if I just put a little tiny bit of the champagne shimmer in there. So maybe I'll grab that. Let's see what we think. This is the Peach Bite palette. And I really do love this highlighter because it's not really gold and it's not really opalescent. It's like that yellowy champagne color and I think it's super pretty and I think maybe I will use that because I really do think it's going to complement the makeup. Let me grab a brush. So I'm going to use a flat brush and I'm going to go in and get some of the color on it, tap it off. Always tap off your excess, you don't want too much. And I'm going to go right under the brow area, right under the arch, and I'm gonna stay right in that area. I'm not gonna bring it over this way because with my eyes, I don't wanna pull attention down here and have it all shiny here. I don't like how that looks. Some people might prefer it. That's a choice. You know, this is not a science. You do what makes you feel good. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I'm gonna stick toward the arch area and bring it down here and sort of just use my finger and kind of tap it out so it's not too harsh. Okay, and then when I'm done, I'm probably going to use that same color and open up the eye area. But I was going to wait, but let's just do it a little bit here before I do the mascara and all the things. Just a little bit. I think it makes it look super pretty. Just gives a little sparkle in that corner. Just like that. Now I can add, now if you want, you can go ahead and add some liner, tight line under here, which I'm probably going to do because I'm going to be wearing lashes. And I feel like if you leave it, it doesn't give it a nice fluid look. You kind of want something that's going to darken up the waterline underneath here. And so we're going to use a brown. So I'm going to use the number 4 Extra Last pencil. This one's kind of like a bronzy brown and it's really pretty. It's not too harsh looking. I love it on the waterline. It gives a little hint of color to the waterline without being really super dark like black would be. And because I want to keep it a little bit softer, see, it just gives that color and it keeps it really soft. These are really nice. They glide on really nicely to the waterline. Sometimes I struggle with the watery eye thing, so regular liners will skip. The waterproof liners always seem to pull through and do the job. These are retractable pencils, which are really nice. You don't have to sharpen them. They just twist up. I'm going to put it underneath here. Tight line kind of close to the lash line. And the reason is that once I do my lashes, it's just going to look more fluid. Okay, so that's the number 4. I really like that color. It's very bronzy and very pretty. So now we're going to curl our lashes. I'm just going to give a nice curl just to give them a slight curl, okay? I don't have to go crazy because I'm going to put lashes on. Just give it a couple squeezes. Good. And I make sure that I clean this off every time I use it. This thing is amazing. It hasn't fallen apart one time on me. I love it. I'm going to use the Deep Black mascara right here. This is the Deep Black by Farmasi. I love it because look at the bristles on that thing. It's getting every single lash I have. Really nice, deep, dark color, separating each lash. Beautiful. I love it. Okay, so you just want to get just enough. Look what it did. Just that one little simple coat. I'm not going to do the bottoms yet because I'm going to put lashes on. I'm going to pause the video to do the lashes because I've already done a million videos on this. If you want to see how I do lashes, check out my YouTube under Easy Lash Application and it should pop up. And this is the way I always do my lashes. I apply them underneath. Super simple technique I use. Check out that video, but I'll be right back after I get that lash on. All right, so now I have the lashes on. They look really pretty. They really enhance the eye look completely. And I can't believe how nicely those liquid lips blended together. I absolutely love them. Now I'm just gonna add on a little bit of blush. I think I'm gonna use like a peachy blush. I'm gonna add on a really pretty lip using the same colors that I put on my eyes. I think that will accentuate the look and make it look like really nice all together. I hope you guys like this. Zeus is back there saying hi. But you can see how nicely they blend together just using those. And by putting the lash underneath the lash line, when I close the eye, I don't have the lash band showing. And I just think that looks really pretty. I'm going to go finish this up and I'll show you the finished look here. Let me know what you think, you guys. Do you think that you would use the liquid lipsticks as shadows? I know I've done videos on it before, but these two together are super pretty. And then we do have the nude, the skin color, that maybe I'm going to use on my lips as well in combination with these just to kind of give it a little bit of a pout in the middle, but I'll try it. Let me grab those and I'll put them on and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I used both of those lipsticks along with another one. It's called 201 and that color is Skin and it literally is like skin color, and I just dabbed it in the middle of my lip and I think it looks really pretty with that. And now I'm just gonna go underneath my eye with another brush and just sort of continue to blend out that to kind of make it a little bit more blended. And that's it. The lashes are on, everything. The last step is to do our highlighter. I'm going to use the gold from the Peach palette, the same one I used in the corner of my eyes and on my brow bone. I'm just going to sort of brush it up on that cheekbone, just like so. Oh my God, I love, love, love the glow this gives. It's so perfect. Just like that. A little bit on my nose. I like to be shiny. In case you are new to watching me, you'll find out that I really do like highlight. I like to be a little bit shiny. Just like that. I would put it on my Cupid's bow, which I should have done before I put my lipstick on, because I don't like to get it right here. I should have put it on first, but let's see. There we go. And that's it, you guys. That is the look using the liquid lipsticks. I'm going to use some setting spray, spray my face. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Super blended, super pretty. Really, really easy to do. So let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, let me know about anything. I'm always here trying to answer your questions. I love you. My dogs are being ridiculous back there. Coco and Zeus are being ridiculous. They're driving me insane. Very distracting. But I love you. Thank you as always for watching, you guys. You know it's always chaotic at my house. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate you watching my videos, sharing with your friends, and inviting them to my page. It means so, so much to me. So thank you. I love you. Until next time.